Boruto.
Pimps don't cry.
All right.
Pimps don't cry.
They sure don't. This is Boruto chapter 73, a special mission. Okay, so we haven't covered last month's chapter of Boruto because we're doing this a little differently now. We're going to be basically stretching out the monthly chapters into episodes, onward from here on out. So Boruto will be this week. World Trigger will be next week, and I believe Dragon Ball Super releases at the same time as the next Boruto. So we'll handle it then. But this month we only have Boruto, so let's get into the chapter proper. Last we left off, there was a deal reached between Shikamaru and Ada to come to Konoha and become an ally of Konoha. So I think Amato specifically really ironed out the details of the deal. So they're going forward. And now we're seeing that Boruto and his squad are being called to the Hokage's office, where Kawaki and the science girl is already there. Shikamaru is there as well. So the first thing that he says to him is like, "Yo, can't believe you revived yourself. Talk about a shock." And Boruto's like, "Yeah, sorry about it, but I'm all good now. As you can see, I'm not dead." So basically, we get into the meat of the chapter. A lot of this is Shikamaru just kind of explaining the situation to them, that they're going to have Ada come over and live in Konoha. So they'll have. He explains a lot of like the factions that they're like the factors involved in this is that there's an ability. She has an ability that makes people enchanted by her presence, which is weird because she looks like a little girl, and these adults are gonna be falling in love with her because of her abilities. Yeah, Shikamaru mentions like even I couldn't do a thing. So Delta and him could have dealt with Code, but we can't stand against someone like Ada. But we did learn that there is a weakness, that apparently Otsutsuki are immune to her effects. So the convenience and basically the only two people that are equipped to kind of like keep an eye on Ada are, you guessed it, Kawaki and Boruto.
Oh, that's the effects that when they showed both of them together.
Yeah.
You can see the O's.
Oh. So damn, what's Sarada immediately is like, so her mission is to take Ada down, and Shikamaru's like, no. Ada uses her Sengon, I think, if I remember it right, her all-seeing eye thing to check in on what Shikamaru is planning, and Shikamaru explains that like, well, Ada originally showed up in front of us as Code's ally and collaborator. However, Amato's plan bore fruit, and as a result, she cut her ties with Code. So, Code's on his own. He may be strong, but he maybe have become stronger himself, but he's lost his allies. So, he's back to square one essentially. He's not in good straits right now.
He hates Konoha.
Oh yeah, he hates it so much. But who doesn't apparently? So yeah, basically, Shikamaru explains that she's on her way to Konoha right now, and they basically are they just want to like keep tabs on her and like avoid making an enemy out of her at all costs. So the mission is truly to cohabitate with Ada, to live with her basically. And he explains that it's not this whole squad. It's Kawaki and Boruto that are going to live with Ada. And at that point, Ada's like, living together from the get-go? So Sarada's like, I get it. So the whole mission is surveillance, right? And Shikamaru's like, yep. Basically, we're going to be... normally, regulations would already dictate that she'd be monitored, but our usual methods probably wouldn't work. So we need to have people there that will be basically immune to her charms. So yeah, that's the long and short about it. And Kawaki's like, well, no one said, no one really questions like if she'd even. Shikamaru just offers the information. Is like, and I think she'd be game for this whole cohabitation proposal because, it's this may sound weird, but she has a crush on you, Kawaki, and Ada's just like dying inside, like teenage crush vibes, just like,
Yeah.
I can't believe he told him. How could you, Shikadeer? And she just like holds Daemon close, and she's like, I might die before we reach Konoha.
Yeah, she's bugging. Like, I mean, Shikamaru's bugging. What if she got mad about that and was like, "Fuck that! Now we're gonna destroy the village."
Yeah, I mean,
No one could stop that little kid. I remember the ass beating he gave to Code.
yeah, ass beating of the week.
It was severe.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a very bad one. But yeah, basically the number one reason for coming to Konoha for Ada, Shikamaru says, is that she's trying to get with Kawaki. So, just don't be a dick. Be nice to her. And we'll figure out what to do in the time being. So that's when the science girl like pipes up. She's just like, isn't this bit distasteful? Someone likes you because of an innate ability or some jutsu of yours? I think that Miss Ada wants to experience a completely ordinary romance. Not that I know for sure. Oh no, actually she's sticking up for Ada. She like they're like, why would she like Kawaki? Is it because he's an Otsutsuki? She's like, no, maybe she just like wants a boyfriend. She's like a teenage girl, and maybe she just wants she wants a little boyfriend, which is Kawaki's like, I don't get it. That's just plain illogical. The only thing I love is edge. Why would I love anything else?
and combat.
Edge and combat and being a weird alien thing. Why would anybody want anything else? So yeah, and Shikamaru's like, I'm aware she's probably watching us at this minute, so and she could also look at past events. So, at this rate, everything should be considered leaked at this point. So the diplomatic maneuvering has already begun, right, Ada? So, yeah, that's basically the mission. Not for nothing. Basically, Boruto's job being there is to mediate between Kawaki and Ada. So, I guess he's the check to the balance that is Kawaki, I guess, to Ada. So, yeah, Boruto's not really psyched about this mission necessarily. He's kind of bummed out to be doing this. And basically, Shikamaru's like, look, Sarada and Mitsuki will be watching the three of them from the outside with Konohamaru, and their job would be to be sending status reports and to jump in and defuse situation if there's any like actual big trouble. But if anything goes wrong, Sarada and Mitsuki will back them up, and yeah. It's all just like a lot. Shikamaru's like, it's not a question if you can do it, rather it's will you do it. And Boruto accepts the answer. There's no other option, really. I mean, she's on her way. This is the plan. So the mission is accepted. So yeah, basically, we then cut to Sasuke and Naruto talking about the whole situation. By signing, Naruto mentions that like by assigning them a mission and giving them a responsibility, you put them cleverly under control. It's a very Shikamaru like ploy. So yeah, it's basically just giving them responsibility. We see a visage of Momoshiki there, and I think Kawaki takes notice of that shit. He saw that.
Right? Huh?
He's like, huh? What was
Momoshiki?
that? Momoshiki? Are you there?
Oh,
I think I saw Momoshiki.
I don't think it was Momoshiki.
I think I saw Momoshiki.
The Momos?
The Momo.
The Momoshiki?
Momoshiki. SpongeBob.
Oh yes.
Man Ray.
Oh, SpongeBob is classic. Yes.
Uh,
Man, Ray.
uh, but as Kawaki is seeing Momoshiki in visages with Boruto, Sasuke is also seeing some shit. He uses a Sharingan to, I guess, tap into another universe, and he sees one of the.
No, it's a flashback. That's the Renengan, and that's gone.
Oh, you're right.
I'm. Oh yeah, it is gone.
Yeah,
I'm not laughing because you were potentially wrong.
That's what he does. He goes into alternate, like it's a dimension thing. Remember?
He said he just used. He used the eye to look into another dimension casually, and it's like, yes, that's what the Sharingan has come to.
Bro,
At this point,
I'll tell you what.
we've come a long way.
I just finished a rewatch of the OG Naruto anime, and it is kind. I feel like it's kind of a hackneyed idea to talk about at this point, but it is wild how far Naruto has come because, like in the Zabuza arc, they were still like hiding behind trees and doing like shit. They were like doing ninja-esque stuff, and I was like, my eye can look into a different dimension.
Casually,
even
like you said, it was just a flashback.
Even like right up to the time skip, it was kind of regular. It was like mild superpowers, but nothing like crazy. And now look how far we've come.
What is this foreshadow? Oh, well, we're at the end of the chapter, so
yeah, I don't remember this particular if this is like just a flashback we've never seen or something, but like there seems to be an Otsutsuki. Oh, that's the Ten Tails, isn't it? Is that Momoshiki? Is that supposed to be Momoshiki? I don't know.
Yeah, it's Momoshiki.
So I guess Sasuke is also feeling the vibes, the Momoshiki vibes as well.
Yeah, what was that about?
I mean, Sasuke spent a lot of time kind of dealing with Otsutsuki as well, like outside of Konoha for a while too. So I feel like he would have a good understanding of when they kind of show their faces as well.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But
did it actually? But it only popped up for a second and went away. Like, what's the significance of this?
I think he's just like he also felt that Momoshiki, like his presence there, and it just like brought him back to the first time he saw him with the Ten Tails in that other dimension place. But yeah, that's basically where the chapter ends. The last panel is basically Ada holding Daemon close and just being like, Sheikah dear, you have such intriguing ideas. And
yeah,
that's where Boruto chapter 73 ends. Josh.
So real quick before Josh gets to his thoughts, I got some news.
Oh my god.
Did Dragon Ball
Hold on, I guess should we do this real fast?
It's been a while. It's time for the news!
No!
This is New Jump City Action News with Big News Brian.
What's up? It's been a while, ladies and gentlemen, but we are here in New York City with some big news! Alright, so basically, it is Naruto's 20th year anniversary. Could you believe it? We are there.
Whoa.
And with that news,
there
comes a new Naruto content.
Wait,
so
time out.
Timing out.
So sorry, guys. 25?
20
years?
20 years.
Oh.
Come on.
All right, so basically, so first things first, they released a reanimation of moments from all of Naruto history. So from the beginning to the end of Shippuden, they reanimated a bunch of like the most like key moments in the series. So that was pretty cool to watch. You guys
did they have the entire Sasuke retrieval arc animated?
Not the entire, but they did have the ending fight between Naruto and Sasuke reanimated.
That was the lamest fight of them all. No offense to whoever enjoyed it. It was the wackest fight of them all.
Naruto versus Sasuke. You know what? Let's not get. Anyway, so there was that, which was pretty cool, pretty neat. It looked very beautiful to see all those moments reanimated. But they did also confirm that there's going to be, I think, 2 new novels, and there's going to be a anime adaptation, a manga adaptation of the Sasuke novel coming out
Whoa.
at the end of this month.
Cause you know a nigga don't read unless it got pictures in it.
I feel like
So
that's
the
what they did with Ace. You know, those Ace.
I like my readings with the pictures.
So yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of expansions to the Naruto story, which is pretty sick. Believe it or not, Naruto does have some pretty interesting side characters. So when they're getting the shine on them, it would be pretty nice.
I mean,
'Cause
we know that
Sakura's
already.
A big part.
we know
Sakura's
that
a
already. We
really
just
big
never see
part.
them.
Sakura is a really big part of the Sasuke novel, so it's gonna be nice to see their relationship actually build. So we get to see them actually become a couple. So there's that.
All right.
That's enough. That's worth the price of admission alone.
Real quick.
I gotta see this.
Yeah. What is
So-
that going to be like?
Just her tagging along the entire time.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, no, it's multiple manga adaptations actually.
Whoa.
So there's another one for, I don't know what exactly this one is. Naruto Konoha Shinden. Not sure what exactly happened in that one or who that follows. But that one is also going to be a manga adaptation as well. And it looks like it covers Kakashi and Guy. So we'll see what happens there. It's 15 years after the Shippuden ended.
Oh.
So yeah, pretty cool shit coming up.
Yeah.
Excited to see who draws it, if it's drawn by what's his name, Kishimoto. If it's drawn by Kishimoto or if it's drawn by the Boruto guy or drawn by somebody else, who knows? But I'm really interested to see what comes out of it. Really like how everything's kind of been building around Naruto right now, like the series as a whole. Really enjoy it. So now we can get into our thoughts.
All right. Josh, what did you think about chapter 73 of Boruto?
Well, I thought this was a humorous chapter. I had a hard time taking it seriously until I realized that it wasn't meant to be this is the real thing that's happening. But the author, Kishimoto is, I guess, having fun with it, so to speak.
Yeah.
So yeah, it seems a little lighthearted. Could be interesting. Momoshiki is going to do devious things while they're all together.
Oh, yeah.
How do you think it's gonna go? She's gonna be like, Kawaki-kun. She'll be like, ew, get out of my face. I don't care that you like me and that you could destroy the world.
It's going to be
Yeah, it matters to me. I just want to get stronger.
It's going to be the second coming of Sakura and Sasuke. I'm just going to ignore you, and you're going to love me even more regardless. I'm gonna treat you
I'm just gonna ignore you.
I'm just gonna treat you like shit generally, and then you'll just still love me no matter what I do, even if I become a terrorist of the state.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Sakura is a trad wife.
A Chad wife? What is that?
Trad wife.
Oh, what's a trad wife?
Traditional wife.
She is a traditional wife. She did seem to retire to take care of Sarada.
Yeah, you should look up trad wives.
Trad wives?
Yeah.
What's the abbreviation for trad husbands? Traditional husbands? Trad husbands?
Conservative white men.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Conservative.
But yeah. Were those all your thoughts, Josh?
I think so. I want to hear what you guys think.
Yeah. Brian, what did you think about this chapter?
This was my RGC.
Sheesh, of course it was. I knew it. This is Brian's really good chapter of the week.
Certified.
Oh, why would you do this?
NJC certified.
Now I gotta make a whole extra tab for Boruto for what? For this one time? No, thank you. I'm just gonna write Boruto at the end, and
Well,
that's it.
Well, we'll go on, Brian.
I really like this chapter mainly because Shikamaru was the star of this chapter.
Hey.
This whole plan was concocted by him, and you don't get Shikamaru moments like this all that often anymore, you
Oh.
know? And it's nice to have him in the series kind of like tugging on the strings and making plans and shit. And regardless, his plan is actually pretty fucking cool and interesting, you know? Like it's a good way to get them to do everything that they want them to do, essentially, and have it happen in a place that they know it's happening.
Yeah,
So
he's had cooler plans.
it's cool. It's of course he's had cooler plans, but this is a really interesting plan for for the situation that they're in. And it's really nice to see him kind of do his thing as the advisor to the Hokage. You know, you get to see him in action, you know, thinking outside of the box and doing things in a really intelligent manner, you know. He really, you could see him explaining every part of the puzzle and taking everything into consideration. And it's just really cool to see such a thorough character in this series, you know. And this is what I really like about Boruto lately, is that it really went back to its roots. It's all hand-to-hand combat. It's all politics. It's all intermingling and strategy. And that's shit that Naruto used to do for the most part before it became all fucking chakra nuke bomby bomb. You know? It was...
I have to ask, at what point did it become chakra bomb?
Probably after Pain. I think.
Yeah,
Yes, Pain was the last.
No,
like-
Danzo was actually kind of a normal battle, to be honest.
It started
I think when they brought-
after...
If that's
after-
normal, then I'm fucking. I don't know. Like
It started after they rescued Gaara.
That's
For the second time.
Shippuden. Oh, the second time?
No, it started after that.
we can't get them. He done.
When he started doing the Rasen Shuriken, that was when
Yeah.
it started.
That was
Yeah.
Hidan.
No, when they fought, all right. Yeah, when they fought Kakazu and he was shooting blast out and shit and all that extra. Wasn't he doing that? Like with his different bodies.
Yeah, but that was like wind
Oh.
blasts, you know. It was like fire blasts, you know.
It was blasting.
It was blasties, but
What's ninja about that?
there's been you know, Sasuke's blasted. He's done like the fire jutsu thing before. That's like a blast.
He was because he was the coolest.
You
You know what I mean? Come on,
No,
man.
no.
You're right.
I'm not laughing.
I do think
You
it
know
when
what
the
I
Rasen
mean?
I'm not
Shuriken
laughing 'cause you're
happened, that's
wrong.
when
I'm
And
laughing
then
because it's
everyone
funny.
started to be able to be the coolest, and that's
Yeah.
I think when the Rasen Shuriken came around, that's when it started to become explodey chakra bomb.
I don't know.
You
I'm,
yeah,
well, I'll tell you.
maybe.
I got into Shippuden, so I'll let you guys know. I'll have the freshest memory of it, I guess.
Bro, Pain was force pushing. He was using the literal force.
He was using the literal force.
But
he
yeah.
was Yoda-ing people.
That's
out
true.
there
He did just like nuke an entire village with gravity.
with gravity,
You
man.
know?
But yeah, I really enjoyed
Ninjas
this
don't
chapter.
do that.
It just felt really Shikamaru like. It was like Kishimoto kind of handing him his flowers, you know?
Oh,
Sean-
this was him doing that.
This was him, like, because
Is
he's
that
not
what it
going to
was?
ever be a fucking combat specialist here. He's not going to show up in combat and be the fucking linchpin that saves the day.
But he did.
You know, this
I
is
can't-
what he does.
He did that with Hidan. He did that with the.
Yeah, but let's think about let's not be ridiculous here. The scale between Hidan and what they're facing now is completely different levels.
Can we
Alright.
save the flowers until he gets in a fucking fight or something?
Yeah.
He's not gonna fight, guys.
And wins?
You got to reframe the way you're thinking about this series from now on,
No.
because it's not.
No.
Nope.
You
I
like
won't.
the flower, like the combat stuff. It's
I will not.
Shikamaru. Shikamaru is not the combat
Brian,
guy.
he's a combat
Mhm.
guy. He had
No,
combat.
he's not a combat guy.
He
He's
did
a
a
fucking
combat.
ninja, Brian.
He's a
He's
fucking
a
strategist.
smart
That's
ninja.
his thing.
He's
He's
a
a strategist.
strategist.
There's other
Fight.
people.
He's a
There's other
combat
people who have to
strategist.
shine aside from him in combat. Like it would be a disservice,
Mhm.
you know, because like the only time Shikamaru like actually shined is when he had a stake in a fight, you know, when it came to a fight. That's why the Hidan fight is such a
blame my
big
hero.
deal.
I blame My Hero Academia for this bullshit. You're so satisfied with the bare minimum.
No,
You've
this isn't
been
the bare
coping with
minimum.
that for-
You know what
for
you know what it
months.
is? No, you know what it is? I like it when characters are used to where they want to be used. Shikamaru is not the fucking guy you want in the front lines. That's just stupid to have him be the fighter in this series.
He was
when there's
literally
so
on-
many other people that fit that narrative better than him. It's just better for him to be this guy. The guy
You can't
who
see any situation where he could get
I don't
into
care.
a fight.
I don't. If he gets into a fight, that's cool. But if he doesn't, I'm not going to be disappointed because that's not where he needs to be.
You almost
That's like
said.
saying,
I'll be a little disappointed. I'm not gonna be devastated.
You know what?
happened,
You
Chris?
almost said, I don't want him there, but then you remembered all the fights where he was super cool in and was like, nah, never. No, I want him there.
no, like he's not. That's not his forte. His forte is not battlefield fighting. Like
Brian has
that
no
should be
respect for the Nara clan.
Oh my
None.
God.
Not a single.
All right, so where did Shikamaru's dad die? Was he on the front lines? Was he fighting?
Yeah.
First of all, he's
No, he
still
wasn't.
alive.
He was not in the front lines fighting. He was in a separate location and got fucking nuked. Remember that?
He died from lung cancer.
No, he didn't.
Wait, did he die?
Yeah,
he literally got exploded
Yeah, he and
because he was
Ino's,
not in the front line.
he and Ino's dad sacrificed themselves in the war.
Oh shit! During the war, right? They got
Mhm.
blasted away.
Yeah.
Who
Well,
blasted
I guess
him?
you want
Madara?
Shikamaru to also get blown up in a building somewhere instead. I get that.
But that's the fate
I feel that, Brian.
he has. That's his fate. He's the sideline strategist, the guy who's on the he's the chessboard commander.
Yeah,
That's
head-
his shit.
He can still fight.
He's
He
the
can
head
still
coach.
get into a little scrap
Well,
with the other
look,
smart
I think
guy.
you've,
You can't be the commander and the pawn, bro. That's not how that
creativity.
works. How would
Mm.
you feel if you were playing chess and then you had to fucking jump onto the board and fight the chess pieces
Yeah,
yourself?
but you wouldn't.
You know,
Makes
they
no
actually
sense.
have something called chess boxing.
Mm.
Did you guys know that?
No, what
No,
is
dude.
You
that?
play chess for a couple turns. You play chess until the timer finishes, right? And then you get up and you box around, right? And you could win in both ways. You could win either by knocking them out or by winning in chess. So if you're losing in chess, you want to start beating the shit out of them as soon as you got to pick them gloves up.
That's insane.
It's a real thing. Yeah, it's insane, right? That's the ultimate test of mental and physical fortitude.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Anyway,
I just listen. I'm a big fan of characters being used where they need to be used, and Shikamaru is being used perfectly right now, in my opinion.
No, sure. Right
This
now,
is-
this is a good place for him to be. Right now.
right now, sure,
Yeah.
yes.
Right now.
Brian, just to be clear, so it's not lost in the sea of sarcasm and facetiousness. I'm reacting to what you're saying because it's like, come on, bro. The series isn't over yet, unlike My Hero Academia. I got pow, pow, pow. And he's... Yeah, I had a little bit. It would be nice. Let's not make this... This doesn't have to be the giving Shikamaru the flowers moment. It could happen in a fight later on, still.
I just don't see that ever happening, though. Like, realistically, who is he gonna fight?
So
Well-
this is a coping mechanism.
No, tell me.
Yeah.
Realistically, who is he
No,
gonna
that's-
fight?
I think
That
Brian's
will
right
be
on
a-
that. I think
The
Boruto.
enemy smart person, the smart enemy.
Who? Name a name.
They're gonna. Who
Amato?
was Code? Who 3 years ago? Who was Code?
He's gonna fight Code. Is that what you're saying?
All right. I'll just get into my.
There's just
Somebody
not a
knew,
matchup.
bro.
There's just not a
Somebody knew it.
matchup. There's not a
Somebody smart
matchup
in
that
it.
will match Shikamaru in this. Aside from maybe Amato, if Amato decides to go bad.
Yes, I didn't even think about Amato.
Amato's the only person in my mind that I could think that Shikamaru could have like a fucking mind battle with. But aside from that, there's nobody. And I don't think he will introduce anybody to do that. Because there's just too many people in line that fit the fighting category aside from Shikamaru. It's just not gonna happen. I could see Naruto, fucking Naruto without Nine-Tailed Fox fighting before Shikamaru.
I mean, that will happen, but I think
It will happen.
Well, look, it's in Boruto's nature to completely nerf everybody that came before, so that these kids could fucking shine. Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
get-
you don't
I
even have
get
to
it.
nerf Shikamaru.
It's fine. It is what it is, but that's what's gonna happen.
You don't even have to nerf Shikamaru.
He
though.
will be
Like,
nerfed
if he
regardless.
Nerfs Shikamaru, that would be stupid, and I will hate it.
No, we
But-
don't have to nerf Shikamaru, but he will be nerfed. Did we have to nerf Naruto? No,
No.
but we did.
I mean, I guess Ada's kind of a nerf to Shikamaru. Because she
Ada's
could
a
just tell
nerf
him
to
to forget shit.
Ada's a nerf to everybody but Boruto and Kawaki.
But yeah, I really like the,
Essentially.
I really like the situation that Shikamaru put them in. I like the way that this was all put together. Like, I like the way all the characters kind of interacted with the plan. Like, and it was something about Naruto and Sasuke talking about the plan in such a mature way, kind of woke me up. I was like, damn, they really are fucking adults. They really made it.
They're grown.
That's my boy. He made it.
Yeah.
He's here talking about ploys and shit. When in Naruto
Manipulating
and Shippuden,
children?
would you have ever heard Naruto say ploy?
I've watched the whole series. He hasn't said ploy. I'm watching Shippuden.
like-
Maybe he says it in Shippuden, but he hasn't said ploy in Naruto, the OG series.
I was sitting there. I was like, damn, my guy really is Hokage.
Yeah, my guy said ploy.
I don't know. I really like this. I really did enjoy this chapter because everything just felt so, so planned, so eloquently planned. I know it's all going to get picked apart eventually, but it's nice to see how everything kind of came together. So those are my thoughts.
Yeah, I like this chapter also. I don't know. The one thing I will say though is that this chapter is 41 pages long to explain a fairly simple plan. This was like, I feel like they asked him about like the reasons why they're going to cohabitate with Ada 3 separate times, and I feel like he explained it 3 times in one chapter, where he was like, where they were like, why do we're going to cohabitate? He's like, yeah. Why are we going to cohabitate? To keep an eye on Ada. Okay. But are we going to cohabitate? Why just us? And he's like, well, you got to keep an eye on Ada. He's like, okay, cool. So why are we keeping an eye on Ada? Because, everybody else doesn't have the ability to keep an eye on Ada. Only you guys.
Right.
Cool. Why are we doing that? I feel like it has been literally like, this should be a way shorter conversation. Because I found myself reading this whole thing and just being kind of like, it's not that hard. I understand.
Right, like, okay.
The simple thing
That's
is,
why I think.
the simple thing is, hey, Ada's coming over. We're forming some kind of an alliance with her, but we don't trust her quite yet. Kawaki and Boruto, you're Otsutsuki, so you're immune to her jutsu, so you'll be living with her. Cool? And they should be like, I guess so. Yeah, cool. It's annoying, but sure. This was 40 pages. So that's my only gripe with it. I don't really have a gripe with the story necessarily. I think it'll be interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how Boruto in particular rubs off on Ada. I feel like she'll hate him at first, but then grow to like him, kind of. This is just like to get them, closer together. I'm sure by the end of this, they'll kind of be friends. All of them. But yeah, I guess like I can't really predict where Boruto is going from here, so I guess I'm curious to see where it goes. I don't think this is a bad chapter. I just feel like for the amount of pages that there are to explain like a whole lot, yeah, it's a little much, but it's fine. Not the worst.
Too much spaghetti, not enough meatball.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it. Too much spaghetti, not enough meatball.
Or Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, the stuff with Momoshiki is interesting. That's probably going to play into something later.
Something.
But yeah, I thought this chapter was fine. It was just kind of like to establish the next arc. It's a transition chapter. I do agree with Brian. This is a good plan from Shikamaru. I think it's fine. I wouldn't go so far as that this is Kishimoto giving Shikamaru flowers, but it is Shikamaru-esque. It is. But that's all.
It was cool.
It was cool. But that's all I got to say about it. I mean, all in all, this chapter was very simple in terms of content. It just took a long time to get there, in my opinion.
Also, quick question on Kawaki's back. Is that the Uchiha symbol?
No, I thought it was for a moment too.
Let me see.
What
But
is
it's
that?
not.
Yeah,
Is that just a random like?
Yeah, circle. It's meant to look like the Uchiha symbol because it's badass.
It does look a little like the Uchiha symbol.
And much like the Boruto series itself, we must recycle the things that work.
I mean, barely.
Oh yeah,
In
it
order
is
to
a
make
Danish
more.
symbol.